program is paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schweim. The opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
Red 83!
Welcome to The Locker Room.
Vince Papali, welcome to The Locker Room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to The Locker Room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to The Locker Room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in The Locker Room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schweim.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into The Locker Room with Billy Schweim as we broadcast live from the BayFest in Somers Point, New Jersey. We're down here right on Bay Avenue and Gibbs, right on the corner of Bay and Gibbs. And I've got my crew with me, Josh Hennig, producing and co-hosting. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning, Bill. You caught me in between sips of coffee over here.
He's been working diligently for the last, 2 hours. Of course, we're here with Dave Klemic from Klemic Performance Method. Good morning, Dave. How you doing?
Good morning, guys. This is exciting.
This is great. You ready? You feel like you're getting ready for a game?
Oh, every time I go in the locker room, it's just like being in the locker room. And being at the BayFest, this is big time for me, man. This is the biggest thing Somers Point
This is like
does.
you're running onto Arrowhead, Arrowhead, right?
Yep.
And, of course, John Coyle from All Campus in Ocean City is with us today.
Guys? How we doing?
I want to thank both of you guys for facilitating this, getting it going. We have Klemic Performance Method here. You got to tell us what you're going to be doing today at BayFest, because I think it's a great idea, great concept.
So we're going to come down here, and we're going to do a short evaluation on you. So you come in and get your vertical leap tested, and the vertical, you'll get 3 tests. It's it's $10, right? This is stuff that we charge like $265 to do, right?
Is that right?
So we're going to do it for $10, 3 jumps. If you're friends with us on Instagram or you follow us on Instagram, it's only 5.
How about that? That's a great deal, man.
Great deal. You get it's an accurate test. Also, you can win $100 if you beat my coach Josh Holsapple. He can jump pretty high.
You're gonna
if you beat him, I'll give you $100.
You're gonna get a long line out of here.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, John Coyle from All Campus in Ocean City got a great selection of hats, college and pro. Matter of fact, we used to do a little contest when we did the rant booth back on the boardwalk. Stump the Schweiner. He'd bring hats from like obscure colleges. I didn't even know their logos.
Sounds like a pretty easy contest.
Well,
maybe
John,
for you,
for
Josh.
yeah.
But for most people, it's very difficult.
We tried to stump Hennig, and it was impossible.
Yeah.
If you ask him who the defensive coordinator was of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 1987, he'll tell you.
He'll know. Yeah. So I want to thank you guys both for facilitating this event today. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're down at BayFest in Somers Point, kicking things off at 10 o'clock till I guess about 6 o'clock tonight. The actual BayFest goes for. There's going to be a lot of people here, but a lot of news in the world of sports, guys. I mean, we had the NFL draft, the Sixers playing the Knicks. The Philadelphia Phillies on a little bit of a, they're winning.
They're hot.
They're hot. I mean, they split.
The offense woke up, Billy.
Well, Schwarber only got 1 hit. I don't want to get on him, but this is a fun time of year. Josh, we talked about this last week, how there's so much going on. It's like it's hard to concentrate on one specific thing.
It really is. It's a wonderful time of year. You know, the only complaint you have is that when the Sixers and the NFL drafts are the same night, it kind of makes you want to like rip your hair out and go nuts.
I know what Dave Klemic did. He was tuned into the draft the whole time, I'm sure.
Of course.
Yeah,
well, it's like for people that you love this drama of you watch a kid come up from high school and then you see him doing well, and then college. It's like a soap opera for football.
It's a reality TV at its finest, right?
That's true.
I mean, there's no other better reality TV than professional sports.
Yep.
Even college sports, for that matter.
Yeah, for a sports fan, you get the action of the trades, the deals, the interaction between your team and another team. Like you said, the Eagles traded up with a division rival.
You
don't see that too much.
So we're going to get into a whole myriad of sports conversation today. Of course, we're going to concentrate on the Eagles and the NFL draft. We'll talk a lot of Sixers today, and of course, Philadelphia Phillies are on the docket as well. Let's start off. And by the way, come on down to the BayFest in Summers Point. We're broadcasting live from 10 a.m. to 12 noon here, sponsored by Klemic Performance Method and All Campus. Come on down. They got arts and crafts here. I guess they got a band set up down there in the parking lot.
Dude, if you don't know
An
about
American
the BayFest,
band?
Yeah.
let me tell you, when I was a kid, this thing was a couple booths and like they were giving away free floaty keychains, right? And it turned into this huge thing where it's the biggest thing in our city and I grew up on 2nd Street right up here.
Right.
I think, Josh, you parked at my mom's house to come down here.
Thanks,
and,
Dave. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Go see
But
Josh's car.
Can we actually say really quick? You know, I know we joke about a lot of things on the show, Billy, but you know we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Dave Klemic.
That's
right
exactly
now,
right.
Because the whole setup here, everything we have going on, it's thanks to Dave Klemic and Klemic Performance Method. So thank you, Dave, for allowing us to be out here today.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for coming.
Hometown boy.
Yeah, let's do it.
So let's talk about the draft. On draft night, back when you were eligible to be drafted, you didn't get drafted. Were you waiting around? Like, did you talk to teams? Did teams show any interest in you?
Yeah, so I was getting calls on day one and every single person was the same thing. What's the medical report say? Because I had torn hamstring.
Right,
it was a bad tear, grade 3 tear. So it was out. They said, "Oh, doc said you're not going to make it into training camp. You're going to still be hurt. So we can't. We need somebody to contribute this year." So that's kind of what. And they kept calling. 3rd round, I got a call from Pittsburgh. 3rd round, I got a call from St. Louis. They're like, we're gonna take you with the next pick. Let me just talk to the doctor real quick. Doctor said, no, don't take him. He's not gonna be able to
And that's all you need is a bad medical report, and you can really fall off the draft board or be like a low pick. Like, look at Jeremiah Trotter's son. Not that he's been injured,
Right.
but here's a guy that's been a lot of hype built up to Jeremiah Trotter Jr. He still hasn't been drafted.
Well, you know why he hasn't been drafted?
Well, his stock has dropped.
But you know why?
Not specifically.
Because he's one of those guys who doesn't have the physical tools. And that's the problem. Like the reason why Cooper DeJean, we can make fun of him all we want because he's white and he plays corner and defensive back. You ever watch that guy play basketball? The dude can dunk. He's a phenomenal, freakish athlete. He was Mr. Iowa, for goodness sake. Like,
no, he is Jason Sehorn talent.
Yeah.
Like he's got,
but maybe
that type
even
of talent.
more athletic,
Yeah.
than Jason Sehorn. So, like, the reason why Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is he's not his dad. He doesn't have the same physical. He's a great kid. He's a great study guy. He's going to be a great special teams guy for somebody. But the reason why the Eagles wouldn't go with a guy like him is because you know what Philadelphia needs right now. They'll need 3 years from now.
Right. I think it was pretty funny how the Eagles get 2 defensive backs. I like it, though.
I love it.
It's competition, right?
Love it.
For the first time since when?
2002.
That's right. And who was it?
Lito Shepard and Sheldon Brown.
And
wow.
There was 3 of them.
There's 3 defensive backs that draft. There's one more.
Quentin Michael.
Wow.
Almost.
Oh, not Quentin Michael.
The other guy.
I don't know either.
I got 3 to 4, didn't I?
You got 2 out of 3. Other one's Michael Lewis.
Michael Lewis. That's a safety.
Yeah.
I only knew that because Josh told me that last night.
That's why he was quiet.
but Dave, as a former player, you can talk to this. When you bring that much talent into one position, high tide rises all boats. You're going to get the more competition you have, the better your starting lineup will be. They push each other. In
heck
effect.
yeah. Matter of fact, and that's what creates Pro Bowlers is that competition. Look at Max and Bo Melton. Look at those two local guys. Max goes 43 overall. I think that's the highest draft pick around here since Austin Johnson did it like 10 years ago.
Austin Johnson signed another contract playing with the Buffalo Bills this year.
He came over to see me the other day while we were listening to the locker room.
Did he?
Yeah, we were at, on our flag football game. He came over to see us.
He's a good dude.
He's a great kid.
You know, these guys have egos, and when you're not getting picked, you're like the last person. You know, when you're in elementary school, you're picking play dodgeball. There's always a couple of people that are picked last.
Always last.
Your feelings are hurt. I don't care who you are.
I was down when I kept 7th round went by. Chiefs are like, we're going to take you with the 7th round, and they took somebody else. I ran down to the bay over here and I cried. And even though the Chiefs signed me right afterwards, I still came down and cried. I lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. So like, I didn't lose it, but I was, my daughter shows up. Hey.
No, so we've got a fantastic show lined up here today. We're going to be broadcasting from 10 a.m. to 12 noon down here at the BayFest in the corner of Bay Avenue and Gibbs. Come on down. You'll see the ESPN tent. Get your jump
vertical leap
tested today with the Klemic Performance Method. Of course, John Coyle from all campuses here. They got plenty of hats that you can choose from. Pick up your favorite team's hats. We're going to have a lot of fun. We'll talk some Sixers, draft, Phillies. We got it all coming on. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing for the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle. Try their famous crab cakes. Their steamed shrimp is delicious. Selection of soups and appetizers, Marciano's stuffed breads, pierogies from the pierogi kitchen, stocks, pound cake, and more. Just take, bake, and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB. That's 609-905-CRAB, or visit CaptainChucky'sInSeattle.com. Go down there and say hello to owners John and Kathy McCann, 4111 Landis Avenue in Seattle City, to see all they have to offer. That's Captain Chucky's in Seattle. It's crab with an attitude. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, Dave Klemic, and John Coyle right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers-Knicks Game 4 tomorrow afternoon on 97.3 ESPN with the voice of the Sixers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
Over to Embiid for three. It's up and good. Are you kidding me? Another three. Top 7. I was looking at like, what is going on? The Sixers are pouring in threes.
It's Sixers playoff basketball on South Jersey's official home for the 76ers. 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 1 p.m.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service
2 minutes,
just
guys.
that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
It's time to roll out the red carpet for, well, new carpet. So where the more you buy, the more you save. Save up to 15% on select special order carpet styles you love from brands you trust. And installation is included on qualifying purchases. Start your carpet project today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Offer valid April 11th through April 28th, 2024. Receive up to 15% off select special order carpet purchases. Minimum purchase required. Exclusions apply. For licenses, see homedepot.com/license numbers.
When you open the BetParks app, you're in the zone. Winning is always a rush, but the money is in the moments. It's the anticipation of another face card, the thrill of an extra spin, and the pure joy of a jackpot. It's all your favorite games at your fingertips. Plus, get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. You play for fun, you love to win.
30.
You bet. Bet Parks.
Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio, or Maryland. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
Rake live in concert Friday, May 31st at Parks Casino inside the Excite Center. The acclaimed Latin pop band Rake are excited to reveal their much-anticipated Panorama 2024 tour, performing an array of both their classic hits and most captivating recent work live on stage at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania, Parks Casino, Friday, May 31st. Get tickets now at parkscasino.com. That's parkscasino.com. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to the with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the BayFest, Summers Point, New Jersey. The locker room with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, Dave Klemic from Klemic Performance Method, John Coyle from All Campus. I want to thank our sponsors, Dave. Without you, it would be possible. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Man,
This is the best day ever.
by the way, Josh, you're a professional boxer, back in the Tropicana showroom for the first time in 7 years.
Yeah, it's crazy. That showroom used to be one of the premier locations for boxing in Atlantic City. And, due to a lot of reasons that, are out of some people's control, it wasn't there for a while. And now it's finally coming back thanks to Boxing Insider.
Yeah, Larry Goldberg and Boxing Insider Promotions presents a stacked fight card you do not want to miss. On Saturday, May 11th, see undefeated junior middleweight Justin Figueroa from Atlantic City. And you know what else, Josh? He's on the Beach Patrol. He's on the Atlantic City Beach Patrol.
That's correct. He's a phenomenal athlete.
It's a great time to come out and root for a local hero. Former New Jersey Golden Gloves champ John Leonardo and top New Jersey and New York fighters in action at the Tropicana Atlantic City showroom. Go to Ticketmaster.com now to get your tickets to make sure you do not miss this special Boxing Insider Promotions event on May 11th inside the Tropicana Atlantic City. Local kid, you're a local guy. Goes to the Chiefs. Local guy does good. Mainland high school.
I was so excited to see, local guys do it and make it through. And the one thing that I think I do a good job with, and just this is me, I'm not patting myself on the back.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, he is.
But I'm not a typical looking football player, right? So I make it through, which is like Frogger. Any reason could get you to not make it through. I made it through, stayed there for a couple years, and I just think I inspired some other people to do it. I got to coach Max Melton. I get to coach Bo Melton. I get to coach Austin Johnson. Guys that had a dream just because they saw me make it. You know what I mean? They're like, yeah. And other kids that maybe even typically don't look like football players go, dude, I could do this.
If he can do it, I can do it.
Right? He can do it. I can do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what, if God gave me one gift, it was to inspire other people.
I got to tell you, Josh, over the years in the locker room, we've had a lot of local athletes from local high schools come on the show. And I like that aspect because, not too much focus is ever paid, or there is a lot of focus paid on certain people, but not all of them. There's a lot of athletes coming, but this is a good area, good sports area.
Yeah, we're overshadowed by North Jersey and their sports,
Right.
and Philadelphia and their sports. But like today, where BayFest is a thing, people come to us.
Yeah.
Philadelphia comes to us on BayFest. I'm so excited. This has grown from is insane.
We're down here at BayFest, and the Klemic Performance Method has a tent set up, has a vertical leap station set up. Talk to us a little bit about this because this is exciting.
So you can get your electronic
Josh is
vertical
over
leap
there.
test over there. We have a guy over there I shouldn't say this, but he can jump 43 inches on a vertical leap.
Is that right?
And we have $100 for anyone that can beat him in a vertical leap test. So really, a 43-inch vertical leap.
Josh, is anybody going to beat you?
He says, I don't think so. By the way, there's a lot of athletes, like professional athletes, who can't do 43.
43 is a big number.
If one thing that I could do is teach you how to be a better accelerator or jump really high, and those two things you can get from Klemic Performance Method.
But those things matter because they're measures of one of the most important things in sports, which is explosion. You have to have the explosiveness and the quick twitch muscles, to use Dave's terminology over here. I know it's over Billy's head, but it's a slow twitch fiber and the fast twitch fiber. That's what Dave is teaching people. You're teaching people how to tap into the full potential of those muscle fibers.
Which is a great segue for our first draft choice out of Toledo. We talked about, I like the Eagles and Howie Roseman went after all SEC players for the last couple of years. He goes a little bit out of character a couple ways. He goes after a cornerback, which they hadn't drafted number 1 since 2002. And then they go to Toledo to Mac. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. When you come from a smaller school, you got more to prove.
Yeah, and you know what? He'll play with a chip on his shoulder throughout his entire career, as all the 1AAs, the smaller school guys do. However, this guy actually could have transferred to any point to Alabama or whatever. He turned it down to stay at Toledo.
He stayed loyal.
Saban even said that he was on. They tried to get him, but he didn't have the grades. I guess his grades were.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important. What they said on ESPN Radio's NFL coverage. NFL draft analyst Jordan Reed said this about Quentin Mitchell because they said he was the best player of all the players at the Senior Bowl.
If you put an Alabama, Michigan, Georgia, whatever helmet on him and took his Toledo helmet off, you wouldn't have been able to tell the difference at the Senior Bowl. Regardless of position, I thought he was the best player on the field. And that's something that you always worry about with those smaller school or group of 5 players at the Senior Bowl. How long does it take for them to adjust to the speed of the game? It did not take him one practice at all. It instantly clicked for him.
All right, I will say this to that. That's a sample size of the Senior Bowl. Doesn't really give you an accurate portrayal. He didn't. I looked at a little bit of his film. He didn't get up in press coverage at all.
He's an he played a lot of off corner at Toledo. He played a lot of man coverage at Toledo. But that's why the Eagles wanted him, because in the NFL, playing, and I hate saying it this way, but Dave will understand what I'm saying. So maybe Dave, you can clarify this. Press coverage in the NFL today is overrated because in today's NFL, you got to make sure that you keep up with guys. It's less important if you jam them at the line. It's more important if you can recover if they do a double move on you, right, Dave?
Well, you said it, because if you occupy a guy, he's one-on-one with you, and you occupy a corner, you're going to create space somewhere else.
Right.
So you want that corner to be able to drop back, or at least give the illusion that he can drop back.
Right.
But if you got him pressed up on you, you have room behind there when that high safety, where that high safety is, with the timing of the new offenses now, it's easy.
And you know what else, too? We talked about this, I guess, last week as well. The NFL does a great job investigating the background, the character aspect of it. He said all the right things after he got drafted by the Eagles.
Quinion Mitchell.
Yeah. He said all the right things, and to his credit, a lot of people don't know he was gray listed when he first came into college, right? Which means he was ineligible academically.
Correct.
Right. So he worked his butt off, and he said it in a press interview after he got drafted, how he credits the coaches and credits the teachers, and that's why he stayed loyal to Toledo, is because he credits them for really staying with him and pushing him through to be eligible.
Dave, the loyalty part of it, that says a lot about someone's character too, right?
Absolutely. It's a lost art. There's few people that will turn down money or whatever for a coach that's loyal to you, especially when there's a carousel of coaching. They could just leave you in 2 seconds.
Especially in today's day and age with the NIL, with all the name, likeness, and image, name, likeness, whatever.
He could have made money somewhere.
He could have made money somewhere. He chose not to do it.
Yeah. The thing that he was that's special about him was his confidence. He was the most confident player in the draft. That's it. Not cocky.
Yeah, not cocky. And I think the other thing is that, for me at least, I heard not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4 different people say the same thing.
Yeah.
Which is Mitchell is more NFL ready to play man defense than the 2 Alabama guys. Because if you go back and watch Terry and Arnold and Kool-Aid McKinstry in college, they played a lot of zone. Alabama played 80% zone last year, according to advanced metrics. So if Alabama has a bunch of guys who are only playing zone, and if you're the Eagles and you're going to ask a guy to play man-to-man, you know what's going to happen? What you saw happen to James Bradbury last year. You're going to see a zone corner get ripped to shreds.
Right.
I will say this, though. Mitchell, he is a great athlete. He runs with sub 4.340, right? What's his 4? I think he ran
like a 4.33.
4.33.
Okay.
Also
not slow, John.
Also did 20 reps.
Right.
On the bench press. That's big for a corner. That's big number.
So you can come on down here and check out your vertical leap at the Klemic Performance Method, which is set up right in front of our tent. Explain what we got going on there, Dave Klemic.
So you come over there, get your vertical leap tested electronically. It'll tell you exactly where you're at. It's $10, but if you follow us on Instagram, it's $5. And if you beat Coach Holstoffel, Josh Holstoffel, you get $100.
I might have to try that.
$100.
Give it a try.
What did I get? 9?
Yeah.
Hey, John Coyle and I, we got something going on every Monday night. Come join us live Monday night from 6 to 8 at the Bone Salt Brewing Company's Pilot House located in Deptford Mall, New Jersey. Enjoy their amazing craft beer. Bring in your order of your favorite eats and be a part of the live audience. We have sports trivia game, commentary. Again, that's Monday night at the Bone Salt Brewing Company's Pilot House at the Deptford Mall in Deptford, New Jersey. That's a good time down there, John.
Oh, we had a blast down there last Monday night, and it's only going to get better, right? This past Monday, we did a trivia show with the NFL draft.
Josh would love that trivia.
He would love it.
He'd probably win every time.
And,
couple free hats.
This week, we have a trivia show based on Philadelphia sports playoffs, right? Since it's playoff season, all 20 questions are going to be about the playoffs.
Playoff practice. Let's talk about Cooper DeJean. I love that pick, Dave. I mean, you got two top-notch guys that were projected in the first round. I mean, obviously we got Quinion Mitchell.
But you said it right, Bill. It's the fact that he was supposed to be a first round.
He was supposed to be a first round pick, and once again, just like last year, right? We got a little movement, and we got two players that are probably at that time in the draft, the two best players were available.
Well, I think Coop didn't run the combine because he was hurt, right? Cooper DeJean.
Right.
Yeah, he had a small nagging kind of injury.
Right. So if he was able to run, and I had tore my hamstring, I couldn't run. You drop way, way back, and they think you're hiding something, right?
Correct.
He's not. He's a legitimate 4'3", 4'4" guy with a 40-something inch vertical leap. Super duper versatile athlete, can return.
But really quick, Dave. Really quick. You know this better than anybody. You can run a 4.4 at the combine, but still be an elite athlete, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
4.4 would be elite, and except for nowadays, 4.2 is like a regular number now. The Chief did get Xavier Worthy, which I was excited about because that Rashee Rice stuff.
Bill, let me ask you about that. The Chiefs are robbing the NFL.
What do you mean?
This is multiple years now. The Chiefs draft a guy the rest of the league could have had, and now he's the next Tyreek Hill.
He's definitely got speed, that's for sure. That doesn't guarantee the return to the Super Bowl, but with Mahomes as your starting quarterback,
and Andy Reid as your coach.
And the kid only weighs 173 pounds. We're talking about Xavier
you know who his
Worthy.
idol is?
Deshaun Jackson.
Exactly.
You want to hear a crazy story about Deshaun Jackson?
Yeah.
In 2003, there's a 2002. I met Deshaun Jackson when he was 16 years old. He came to the Kansas City Chiefs training camp. Look this up.
Really?
It's on YouTube. Deshaun Jackson won a contest, and he got to work out with the receivers he's a high school kid.
16 years old.
Yeah, they didn't put a helmet on him or anything. He just ran routes with us. I'm like, hey, Deshaun Jackson.
And that's it. When
Crazy.
You just brought up a good point too. You run routes. There's a science to running routes, Dave. As a former wide receiver, you can be fast, you can be a gifted athlete, but if you're not intelligent and you don't run the right route, you're defeating the purpose of being a great athlete.
Well,
right?
here's the neat thing. And I teach this a lot.
It's got to go hand in hand.
If you're a great accelerator, you have great speeds, but you can't pull it to a stop, you can't decelerate, you cannot play football. You can't create separation. You don't even have to run a 4.4. You can run a 4.6. I think Cooper Kupp runs a 4.6.
That's correct.
But he's an incredible decelerator.
Yeah, right.
He can pull to a stop in one step and create separation. And that's kind of what, the league needs is guys that can create separation so they can catch the ball. You're very contested. These defensive backs are unbelievable athletes.
The skills are stuff.
And that's the thing with the hips. They can spin their hips like a top.
Right. You talked about that last
And the thing is, that's the knock against a white athlete is that they don't have the hips to turn as quickly as anybody else. So a white kid has a wider hip range, right? And so that makes it harder to spin. That is absolutely, it's biological.
Okay.
So, and that's kind of the knock.
All right, we're broadcasting live down here at the BayFest in Summers Point. We're on Bay Avenue and Gibbs Avenue right here on the corner. You can't miss us. Come down and get your vertical leap tested against Dave Klemic for the Klemic Performance Method, and Josh, your worker Josh.
I coached him when he came in with a very high vertical leap, around 38 inches, and he worked his way up to 43 inches.
That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. All right, we're having a lot of fun. Want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, attorneys. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that'll help you through the entire process. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. The food there is phenomenal, and we've been there a few times now. We know from experience. It opened last summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian-American seafood favorites, just like your grandma made. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. Every Thursday night is Brigantine night. Live music from 6 to 9 p.m., one free signature pizza per table. Drink specials include $2 Miller Lite, $3 Peroni, and $4 house wines. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, Dave Klemic, and John Coyle as we broadcast live from the BayFest in Summers Point right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Tonight on ESPN Radio.
Bounce pass to Jokic to the right elbow. Turns off the dribble. Shoots and scores.
Up 3-0. Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets look for the round one sweep of LeBron and the LA Lakers. Will they survive?
Over LeBron James halfway down the paint.
It's too easy. This is danger time for the Lakers.
Game 4, the Nuggets and Lakers. Coverage begins tonight at 8 Eastern. With tip-off at 8:30 Eastern.
Listen to the NBA playoff basketball on 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hi, this is Brian Propp, Flyer Hall of Famer. My wife Eileen and I opened a new health business in Marlton, New Jersey called Prime IV Hydration and Wellness.
Prime IV offers a range of IV hydration therapies designed to enhance your well-being, appearance, and performance. Look better, feel better. Did you know that when you take oral vitamins, you only get 20 to 30% of the nutrients? IV therapy provides 100% absorption immediately into your bloodstream. Call us today at 856-545-1122 to get a free consult from our registered nurses. Again, 856-545-1122 to book your appointment or follow us on Facebook.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
For a free home inspection, call 609-525-0111. Ask for Rob McNair or Stephen Weinstein. Financing available. They'll check your crawl space, basement, attic, and your living space with a free estimate. Don't let mold ruin your home and do damage to wood or cause illness to your family. Call Realty Remediation, 609-525-0111 today.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
It's time to relax and plan your next vacation. Spirit Airlines has non-stop flights to Myrtle Beach and your favorite Florida destinations, connecting you to the Caribbean, Latin America, and Mexico. American Airlines and Atlantic City International Airport have teamed up to provide another option to get you to that dream destination. Over 90 domestic and international destinations are now available from right here in South Jersey. Let ACY take the stress out of travel. Book your next adventure at acairport.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile.
All right, we're back broadcasting live right here at the locker room with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, Dave Klemic, and John Coyle as we broadcast live from the BayFest, Somers Point, New Jersey. We're on the corner of Gibson and Bay Avenue in Somers Point. Come on down. We're talking sports. And, of course, one more time, Josh, I want to remind people that professional boxing is back in the Tropicana showroom for the first time in 7 years. As Larry Goldberg, Boxing Insider Promotions presents a stacked fight card you do not want to miss. On Saturday, May 11th, see undefeated junior middleweight Justin Figueroa from Atlantic City, Beach Patrol. He's on the Atlantic City Beach Patrol.
That's all Billy cares
I
about.
love
He's
it.
a Beach Patrol guy.
Former Golden Gloves champ John Leonardo and the top New Jersey and New York fighters in action at the Tropicana Atlantic City showroom. Go to Ticketmasters.com right now to get your tickets to make sure you do not miss this special Boxing Insider Promotions event Saturday, May 11th inside the Tropicana.
Yeah, and I know for you, all you care about is the Beach Patrol. But the bigger thing with Justin is, Justin is making his way up the ladder as a contender.
He's 8-0, right?
He's 8-0, and he's a guy who is, you're watching the future, right, happen before you. And, with guys like him and Leonardo, they're the future of boxing. So you have opportunity to see the future of boxing. It's like when you go to like a high school football game, you're seeing the future of college right in front of you, basically.
We're down here at the BayFest, and this is really cool because Dave, the Klemic Performance Method. I think this is a great idea because there's going to be a lot of people, including your friend John Brenner, said he's going to break your record at your vertical leap.
Oh, Brenner, yeah.
I think I'm taking you.
Brenner, bring it on.
Bring it on, Brenner. Come on down here.
Well, the neat thing about the Figueroa being a lifeguard, right?
Oh, yeah.
Justin Figueroa.
Yeah, Justin Figueroa.
Yeah, it's what an interesting dichromy we have here in South Jersey, that we have so many that people don't understand. That when I say how big the races are, the lifeguard races, and you're like a hero down here if you made the Beach Patrol, right?
Right.
That's just like nowhere else in the world.
One of the coolest jobs to have.
Coolest job. Man.
Yeah.
John Coyle. We're going to bring up next? The Sixers.
Let's bring him on.
Josh, I don't know if I this guy, he says the dumbest thing. I should say. But it makes good radio when you say stuff like that because it gets my blood boiled.
Well, what did you say? What it depends on what he said.
I don't trust in the Sixers.
You don't trust the Sixers, but also your slant on Tobias Harris. He played horrible the other night.
He did play pretty bad.
So how can you hit your wagon to a guy who's so inconsistent? He was non-existent the other night.
Yeah, I'm not against him getting less minutes, but I am against him when he's in the game. I do want to see the ball in his hands.
John,
a little
I
bit
love
more.
you too when I say dumbest things.
Yeah, I know.
Just teasing.
Trust me, I get a lot. I get a lot of heat for this. I get a lot of heat for this. I think he is one of the only guys on the team that has the ability to take the ball, besides Maxey and Joel, to take the ball and get to the rack whenever he wants.
Do it. Like, you know what?
Is it he doesn't do it, or does he not get the opportunity?
He doesn't do it because he's got Josh.
The ball in his hands enough that he should be doing more.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
See, I don't think so.
See, I think Tobias Harris he needs to go see a shrink.
He does.
How on earth? How are you in a contract year and you're that passive, that indifferent, that barely, like, for example, there are times that Maxey and Embiid, it'll be Maxey, Embiid, Lowry, Oubre, and Harris on the floor, right? And Harris just standing there doing nothing. Set a pick, move, run the baseline.
But is that him or is that the offense? That's what I'm saying.
John, you know what else is infuriating to me?
Because everyone does that, right? Oubre does that.
It doesn't make it right.
Lowry does
it.
You're a professional athlete.
Oubre
Sometimes you got to take
Oubre does not move out the ball.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does.
See, John, what are you
doing? It's the same as Harris. It's the same offense.
Harris
I don't understand.
Harris needs to get his head out of the sand. He needs to grow up and realize he's in a contract year. This is the last chance that he has to show that he's a somebody, and instead he's playing like a nobody.
All right, what infuriates me more than anything else, when a guy 6'8",
more than anything else, wow,
Dave, when a 6'10" guy goes up for a dunk, is 2 inches away from the rim, and he misses it.
He missed the bunny.
How do you miss that?
He missed the bunny, and it was a big 5-point swing because they came down here.
It's like you're like running returning a punt, and you got nobody in front of you, trip over the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you miss
Hey,
it?
it happens.
Oh my
He
God!
says it happened. No, worst thing ever is when you run and you did a Deshaun Jackson where you run to the end zone and you drop the ball before you hit the end zone.
He's just so infuriating to watch. And the reason why, because when John and I work on Monday nights at the Bonesaw, you and I were going back and forth with this. And when I went home to watch the game, he sure as heck he proved me right. He let me down. He let the Sixers down, but he left himself down more than anything else.
How many shots did Harris have? I want to say he only had 7 shots.
Let me pull it up, but I want to
just,
say it was maybe 6.
And that's just not enough to me. And I don't know. I think it's more coaching where they need to put him maybe in the pick and roll situation because he can handle the ball.
Athlete, John. He's come on.
I hear you.
He's got max contract money. He's been in the league for several years. He shouldn't have to.
And he is pretty consistent as a third option. I mean, the guy averages 15 points. It's not like we're knocking him here.
Dave, I want to talk about Joel Embiid.
No, he had 10 shots.
He had 10 shots?
He had 10 shots Thursday. He was 4 for 10.
Right.
Dave, when people get on an athlete for not appearing to be a leader or not like somebody of Joel Embiid's stature, like an MVP, he's been criticized for his effort or the fact that he's made of glass or whatever. But after the other night's Herculean effort, scoring 50 points with only 19 shots, Josh. That's the first time
on one leg.
On one leg.
And he has Bell's palsy.
And he has Bell's. So, Dave, I don't care what sport you're playing, as a teammate, someone doesn't that inspire you to elevate your game? Like, wouldn't that inspire Tobias Harris to play better?
Apparently not.
Yeah, it starts eliminating the excuses. You start to go, all right, I everybody's got something going on. I never played a game healthy in my entire life. Neither did anybody else.
Right.
But it's you put up at that moment and you got to beat it mentally. He's probably very mentally tough, and that's kind of why he made it through to where he's at.
Well,
right now
Embiid
anyway.
has talked about how he's been dealing with a lot of stress and depression because of the whole knee injury situation. And according to research, I know that one of the causes of Bell's palsy is stress.
Right.
Well, just 3 years ago, when they lost to Toronto, when they lost to Atlanta, people started questioning Joel Embiid's makeup, his ability to be a leader and bring the team to the promised
land.
Well,
his want to win. His want to win,
his desire to win.
Right. And
that was in question.
And team win, right? Because he always is going to be a great athlete and always be in the MVP context. But can he bring a championship to Philly? People really question that.
All right, Josh, after last night, the other night performance, he can he? Does that answer your question?
Oh, I already knew Embiid could do it. I think there's just a lot of people who either hate Embiid or they think the big man can't win a championship or whatever narrative is out there. The problem for Embiid has been and always will be his teammates. A team, no individual can win by himself. LeBron dragged one of the piss poor Cavs teams and they got destroyed by the Spurs in the NBA Finals back, 2007 or 8? And so it's like you could be a great individual player, but at some point, Embiid's teammates need to do something. And you guys, talked about the other night. How big was it that someone not named Embiid and Maxey scored double digits?
Exactly.
I mean, that might have been what made the game.
Oubre
had
15 points. You know what it reminds me of a little bit? We're talking about that John Elway had that knock on him for a long time.
Yeah.
Couldn't win the big game.
Right.
People started questioning his leadership, remember he had already lost 2 Super Bowls, I believe, at that point.
Well, remember he was 0 for 4, I think.
0 for 4. Yeah, at one point he was. So you know what I'm saying, Dave? Like people equate not winning the big game to being a loser. Everything has to fit into place, right?
Well, for the history buffs out there, back then, I don't think the AFC was as good as the NFC.
No, NFC was a lot better.
The NFC was always winning, and they won all the championships. But
49ers, Washington, the Giants,
and
Cowboys
Buffalo lost so many in a row.
The 80s.
Yeah. So if anybody remembers that, the NFC was always winning.
Right,
and
so
now
let me ask you a question, Josh. Will the
50-50.
Sixers win? Can the Sixers come back being down 2-0? They're now 2 games to 1. They're down. Can the Sixers come back and win the series?
Yeah, they can.
Or do you predict they will?
That's the part I'm not feeling so strongly about.
All right, so let me go to
At least he's honest.
Let me defer to John. Let me just defer to John. We'll come back to you. John Coyle, what say you?
I think you're asking the wrong question, right? Because the answer is yes.
They can.
Talent-wise, yes.
Okay.
The question we all need to be asking, is Joel Embiid going to be able to go? Is Joel Embiid going to be able to
Johnny's
give you
been
35?
playing on one leg.
It's been
He's
three
going.
games.
He's
It's been
going.
3 games.
He's
and,
going.
and I was at the game 3, sitting courtside right there. He was hobbling. Like hobbling. You could see it. He could not jump and get rebounds. He was struggling. Is he going to be able to go a complete 4 series to get to the finals and win? I have my doubts.
Dave, I like their chances.
Well, somebody said Embiid was listening to I'm listening to the game while I'm setting something. Like Embiid hit a 4th 3 in a row.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is he so he
5
shoots
for 7
yeah.
from 3 was on 19.
On
Think about
fire.
this. 50 points on 19 shots.
Yeah, that's
5 for
crazy.
7
Fire.
for the 3. And his I think he was like
He missed 1 free throw.
One free
Yeah.
throw.
Yeah.
I mean, if that wasn't a Herculean effort, I don't know what was.
It was, but
And he's gonna
how
continue-
long can you think he can
Well,
do
he's
it?
got 2 days rest in between 2 full days of rest.
True.
But they play Thursday, now they play Sunday.
Yeah.
Back to your original question. Can they? Yes.
Yeah.
Will they? Depends on tomorrow.
I think it depends on Embiid's
So,
health.
John said to me the other night that Game 2 was a must-win. And I said, no, it's not. It's only
Well, they
game-
should have won.
No.
They should have won, but it
Yeah.
wasn't a must-win. The only game that's a must-win is a Game 5, really, if you think about it, right? People that win Game 5.
Obviously.
Right,
Yeah.
but tomorrow, I would say, is a must-win.
It's a 100% must win.
I think we're splitting hairs here. At the end of the day, they need to tie this series up 2-2.
Yeah.
If you tie it up 2-2, it's a best of 3. And all you're asking is win all your home games, win one
And
more in New
steal
York.
one.
Yeah.
Steal one.
And if you do that, you're in it. Because guess what's happening right now? You look around the rest of the Eastern Conference, you just saw Boston lose to Miami. You saw the Bucks and Pacers go to overtime. These other series are going to go long too. So you got to understand that just because your series is going long, everyone else is in a fight for their life as well.
All right, come on down to the BayFest at Summers Point. We're here on Bay Avenue and Gibbs Avenue, right on the corner. We're here with Klemic Performance Method. Get your vertical leap test. I think this is absolutely outstanding. You've already had about 10 people come up, but John Brenner keeps texting me. He said he's going to beat your.
Oh, bring it on, Johnny. I love him. He brought me some Kansas City. He's a security guard at the Super Bowl. He brought me back some of the confetti.
Oh,
from
did
the
he?
Super Bowl.
He's going to bring that.
That's cool.
Of course, John Coyle, all campus on the boardwalk in Ocean City. They're here. They've got tons of a big selection of hats. You got some school logos that I don't even know.
We have over 500 different colleges and every professional team in our store.
All right. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Now, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, Dave Klemic, and John Coyle right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Wake up weekday mornings with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Small.
Adam Schefter. He joins us each and every week.
I had somebody yesterday text me, Mike Trout, hey, could the Eagles trade for Micah Parsons? Mike, go back to playing baseball. No, that's not happening. Come on, let's stop that. But the Cowboys are not trading Micah Parsons. Come on.
Did you say that Mike Trout texted you that?
Every day, football question.
Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman on 97.3 ESPN.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
How would you like to win a free trip to Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida? Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win 5 days and 4 nights in the beautiful Grand Floridian Resort. This prize includes round-trip airfare and park hopper passes. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win. This prize is brought to us by Bernhardt Asset Management. In 2024, Bernhardt Asset Management is taking new clients. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win a free trip to Disney.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
The BetPark Sportsbook app makes betting on PGA golf fun. Live bet while the tournament is in play. Bet on individual golfer performances. Bet outright winners. Bet match winners. Bet finishing positions. BetParks has an unbeatable offer to get new customers. Download the app, make your first winning $10 sports bet, and get $125 in sportsbook bonus back. BetParks.com has details. You must be 21 in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio, or Maryland. You love to play. You play to win.
30 guys.
BetParks.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Parks.
This is how you roll. This is how it goes. This is how you pop. This is how you rock. Take a chance, do it, dance, little romance. This is how you. This is how you win. This is how you excite. This is how you all night. 360 hit me. Now we're going all in. I can feel it calling. The crowd, the light, the night, the sights.
Oh, good. I was like yelling at through the mic. I was like, no one hears me.
Casino experience. This is how you win.
Exit 6 off the New Jersey Turnpike. Must be 21. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN, the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the BayFest in Summers Point, New Jersey, right here in Bay Avenue and Gibbs Avenue, right on the corner. Come on down, check us out. Also, Klemic this year, testing their vertical leap, and people come down and try to knock you over.
Yeah, I can tell. I'm back. So when I was in high school, college, my pro day I went 40.5. Right? And that was like unheard of back then.
Really?
There was no training for that back then. And then, I've coached a dozen kids to jump over 40 inches now. And one kid who's here, I'll let anybody challenge him. If you can beat him in the vertical leap, I will give you $100.
Wow, that's a great. Come on down and
You
take
gotta
that
try
challenge.
that. If you think you can jump, you gotta come down and try that.
Of course, John Coyle's here from all campus in Ocean City with a great selection of hats, pro and college. Come on down. I want to talk real quick before the end of the first hour here about the Nova Knicks, because I can't hate them. DiVincenzo, I can't hate him. I can't hate Josh Hart. I can't hate Brunson. It's weird to see him in a Knicks uniform playing in the Spectrum, but I think Josh Hart is playing way over his head, don't you?
I don't think so.
You don't
I don't think so.
Way over his head.
I don't think
Way
so.
over his head.
I think he's playing what he's capable of. He was an incredibly clutch player at Villanova in college. He is a guy who shows up in big moments, and that's what he's doing. I think that there are some guys You know, he's like the modern day Robert Ory. You know, in the regular season, he's a solid, productive player, but in the postseason, his heart rate goes lower than Dave Klemic's, and he's got ice water in his veins.
That's high praise.
Thank you.
That's high praise.
All right, come on down and test your vertical leap here with the Klemic performance method. His assistant Josh is over there. He'll get you set up. And
Not Josh Hennig.
Not Josh Hennig. What's Josh's last name?
Holsopple.
Say it again.
Holsopple.
Holsopple. Who's down there?
$100 if you beat him in the vertical leap. There you go.
The third quarter in it's Thursday night's game was so dominant of a third quarter, especially for Joel Embiid. Josh, he was hitting shots of people in his face.
I believe they scored 43 points.
Yeah.
That's unheard
well,
of.
and Embiid scored 18 points in the third quarter, 7 for 8 shooting from the field, and it was a perfect 4 for 4 from deep in the third.
And really quick, Nick, back in the studio, what was that stat that you gave about the game on Thursday when you were doing Knicks Nuggets? What was that stat again?
Was it the one with Embiid over Jordan?
No, it was the one where you talked about how much they scored in the second half.
Trying to remember. I'll look it up again. I'll try and find it.
It was something like they scored more points in the second half of like that game they've had in like years or something like that. It was some crazy. Basically, the Sixers don't score a lot of points,
especially in the second half.
Game.
Yeah.
So like they exploded.
You know what else, David? You can speak to this once again as use your professional sports knowledge. But when players want the ball in big moments, that's when you know you got a bona fide. And that's what Embiid looked like. He wanted the ball.
Yep.
He didn't want to come out. He wanted to play. He wanted to excel in the big moment, Dave.
Yeah, you remember and Josh probably remember this. Remember Adam Sandler did a skit about where he's sitting in the outfield when you're a kid and he's going, praying, please don't hit me. I'll clean my room. I swear, please. Or you're the other guy. They'll go, I want that ball to come to me right now.
Right now.
I want to make the play.
Yeah, I want to make the play. And that shows your maturity. You know,
wow. How fast an hour go by? Yeah. Come on. We're just having so much fun down here. We're at BayFest at Summers Point. The crowd is walking by here, but come on down and get your vertical leap tested with the Klemic performance method. Buy a hat from all campus and come down and talk sports with us right here as we broadcast live.
Me and John are going to collaborate actually with this on the board.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great thing.
We met each other on the locker room.
When will that start?
That will start, he tells me.
I don't know the date. 2 Tuesdays from now. We're going to do it every Tuesday from 2 to 4 at all campus on the Ocean City Boardwalk. Come in, try your vertical leap right there. Kids are going to love getting their national average of where they stand.
All right, we got all that more. On the other side, we got the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Klemic, or Dave Sharapan from Las Vegas. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers Knicks Game 4 tomorrow afternoon on 97.3 ESPN.
Josh.
With the voice of the Sixers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
Over to Embiid for 3. It's up and good. Are you kidding
So
me?
was it the Embiid stat where I said he had fewer than 20 shots in a playoff game? No one's ever done that before and had scored 50 points.
It's Sixers playoff basketball.
All right, that was Friday. Yeah, that was Friday. I was looking at Thursdays. I was trying to pull that up. That was Friday that I said that.
97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 1 p.m.
Doers mowing season is here.
Right.
With Spring Black Friday savings at the Home Depot. Right now, you can get gas-like power with the Ryobi 40-volt push mower for just $329. With a runtime of nearly an hour, it's the perfect mower to tackle your half-acre lawn without a trip to the gas station. Just push and mow. Your grass won't wait, so buy it online and pick it up in-store to get out there sooner. Get gas-like power this spring with the Ryobi 40-volt push mower, just $329 during Spring Black Friday at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
When you open the BetParx app, you're in the zone. Winning is always a rush, but the money is in the moments. It's the anticipation of another face card, the thrill of an extra spin, and the pure joy of a jackpot. It's all your favorite games at your fingertips. Plus, get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. You play for fun, you love to win. You bet. BetParx.
Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio, or Maryland. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Parks.
This is how you roll. This is how it goes. This is how you pop. This is how you rock. Take a chance, do a dance, little romance. This is how you. This is how you win. This This is how you excite, this is how you all night. 360 hit me, now we're going all in. I can feel it calling, the crowd, the light, the night, the sights, the vibe is right.
Parks, Pennsylvania's #1 casino experience. This is how you win.
Exit 6 off the New Jersey Turnpike. Must be 21. Gambling problem. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Find what you love, love what you find. A total wine and more. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Walk right through the door. It's all here to explore. With guides in the know and prices so low, it just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what
1 minute, guys. 1 minute.
Drink responsibly. B21.
Every day, Cintas service reps help businesses get ready for the workday. They provide freshly laundered workwear delivered every week. Mats, mops, restroom and cleaning supplies. First aid and safety products to help your employees stay safe. They even test and inspect fire extinguishers and emergency lights. Cintas helps keep your business running smoothly. See what Cintas can do for you. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Beacon of Pleasantville is your new home for residential and commercial roofing and siding products and accessories. Join Beacon for their grand reopening event on Friday, May 3rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 516 West Leeds Avenue in Pleasantville to meet your local vendor reps and learn about all the great products and services Beacon has to offer. Enjoy music, giveaways, a complimentary barbecue, and enter to win great prizes. That's Friday, May 3rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 516 West Leeds Avenue in Pleasantville. They hope to see you there.
South Jersey's official play-by-play home of the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers.
At 0 point would I ever consider not being a fan of the team.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
He's in, Billy.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schweim.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schweim.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from BayFest in Somers Point, New Jersey. It's the locker room with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, Dave Klemic, and John Coyle as we're having a lot of fun today talking sports, broadcasting live from the BayFest. And next week, Josh, we will be in Pennsauken at the Cooper River Park for the Down and Derby Festival. They got great giveaways, wine taste testing, bands playing, and, of course, then the Kentucky Derby.
I'm just surprised that you're willing to put up with me for 2 straight weeks.
Well, not only that, you're going to have to wear like a suit, a nice tie, nice suit.
Says
you're going to have to look like you're Kentucky Bluegrass.
Wow. You going to get a suit?
Are you paying
Do you
me
think
to do
Josh,
that?
does Josh own a suit, you think?
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
I definitely own a suit.
All right. We are so excited to be down here. We're having a lot of fun. The first hour went flying by, but we're watching people jump, getting their vertical leap tested. Come on down to the BayFest. We're at the corner of Gibbs and Bay Avenue, and get your vertical leap tested by the Klemic Performance Method.
Yeah, it's a one of the segments of athleticism. We try to like quantify it. So this is one of the main segments of athleticism: how high you can jump, how high you can displace yourself from the floor into the air.
All right, now I know the show's going to get a little higher because our first guest that we have on each and every Saturday, our good friend. Let's go all the way out to Las Vegas. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. Hey, he's got
Gentlemen.
Yes, all right.
Great to see you. I thought you were at the beach. Why are you all bundled up? What are you doing? I wore my my
It's
bucket
Phillies
hat,
Day.
my Sixers hat. I'm all Sixered up. I got my Dr. J.
Sixers.
You know,
Was that
jersey
Dr.
on.
J?
What are you
Dr.
doing?
J, Julius Irving shirt?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's really kind of chilly here right now. We're in the 50s right now. I know you're in
Wow. Wow. Well, you look great. It's great to be here. I heard you guys talking about the Sixers last segment, and wow. I mean, the series is back, and Josh wouldn't say it. He said, you know, can they win it? Yes. Will they win it? Yes. They're going to win it. Everybody relax. It's going to be fine, Billy. They're going to win it.
I'm not nervous. I got the book reassuring me that they're going to win it. And when you see a Herculean effort like Joel Embiid his performance the other night, I mean, come on. First time in NBA history that a guy scores 40 points on less than 20 shots.
I don't know how he did that. I mean, when you look at the numbers, I really don't know how he did that. That was a Herculean effort. And I heard Coyle. Coyle looks great. I got to get out there and get some new hats. I had to get out there and see all those college hats and everything, get ready for the season. But what Embiid did, I mean, we can't expect 50 from him every single game. So that got them the win they needed. Now, you talked about a must win. Billy, must win game 4. They have to get this thing back to square, level, even. And once they do that, then, I mean, the only real must win after that will be a game 7, because I think it's going 7. I think we're in for a whole nother. What are they going to take, a week and a half to play this series? This is going to be a long series. So
pretty much.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Like John Coyle was worried about the availability or the health of Joel Embiid, but he's getting a couple days to rest in between starts here, and that only bodes well for the Sixers.
Listen, if he don't play, they don't win. I'll tell you that right now. If he don't play, they don't win.
Exactly.
So, you know, he's got to play. I don't think he needs to score 50, but he needs to get 35, and he needs to, you know, minimum 35. He may take another 40 or something like that, but yeah, I mean, it's been pretty good. The East Conference, you know, the Pacers won in overtime yesterday against the Bucks. It's ready to be had. Like, the Celtics lost the game to the Heat. Now, are they going to lose another game to the Heat?
Wow.
I don't think they're going to lose today, but they might lose another game. They're probably going to win the series, and then it'll set up for them in Cleveland. And we know Carlin's in Cleveland just hanging out, going to games and doing whatever Mike was doing.
Always.
I mean, he's living it up.
Right behind the basket. Do you see that?
He's got some, he's
no
got
one
some
is living
connection.
a better life right now than Mike Carlin.
No.
one's
Carlin's
living a
living
better
it
life
up.
than Mike Carlin, Sharapan.
I got to hang out with Mike here. You know, we went to the breakfast, and then we went to the book and hung out a little bit. And it was great to see him. But he's sending me pictures from courtside, Cleveland. Boston's going to be a good matchup. I hope it's the Sixers. I really hope it's the Sixers, because I think they can win the next series. And if they do, that puts them in the Eastern Conference Finals against Boston, in which case I got my co-host, Matt Peralt, on the Bostonian versus the book. It's going to be literal war. I mean, you guys are old enough all to remember the Sixers and the Celtics from back in the day. If it gets to that point, Billy, I'm gonna call on you for the favor. I'm gonna need to either call Coyle or you and sit courtside. I got to see one of these games in person.
All right, we're talking with the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan, live from Las Vegas. We have him every Saturday on the program. Talk about the Nova Knicks. What the percentage? What's the odds of Josh Hart and DiVincenzo hitting I mean, their percentage on threes is unbelievable. I think they're playing over there, but the New York Knicks, they can be beaten.
Yeah, the New York Knicks.
The Villanova Knicks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about all that, Billy. You're the only one that cares about where they went to college, all right? I mean, seriously, that's great they went to Villanova. They're on the Knicks now. Stop talking about them being on Villanova.
Knicks. Always be Nova Knicks, Dave.
Nova Knicks. That's a Billy thing. That's 100% a Billy thing. Now, do you have your newspaper and your highlighter and everything outside? Are you good?
Dave, I will defend Billy on this. It's not just Billy. It's a big deal around here
It is.
in the Philadelphia area that the three guys from Nova are all playing for the Knicks. It's a big deal. It's not just Billy. I got to defend him on this.
All right, that's fine. That's Josh. If you wear a suit, then I'll really know next week that Billy's got you. I mean, like seriously.
It's the Kentucky Derby. We're going to be at the Down and Derby Festival in Cooper River Park next Saturday for the Kentucky Derby. And if you're going to watch the Kentucky Derby, you got to play the part. Girls got their big hats.
Again, says who?
Says me. I'm your boss on Saturday.
No, where are these unwritten rules you're talking about?
You better make that envelope a little bigger, Billy, if you're going to make Josh get a suit and wear a suit. I'm just saying, that's how it works.
You got your boy Clement M here. Clement M is beside himself with the Eagles and the first 2 picks. What says the book?
I haven't watched 1 second of the draft, boys. I've been so locked in. I'm just telling the truth. The draft is not my thing. In the book, we're worried about the games. And I was always the guy in the book that they had the draft on. Nothing that happens on draft day is drastically affecting the numbers. And it's great for the fans. It's getting bigger and bigger. They did an unbelievable job with the production. Teams made moves. And the report cards come out. Now, I got good grades in school, okay? I love the report cards for the draft because you're drafting guys like, look at Atlanta. They drafted Michael Penix, and they said he ain't even going to play for a couple years. How do you do anything with this stuff? So it's hope springs eternal, and that's good. It sounds like the Eagles had a good draft. I'll take your guys' word for it. Did Clement M jump yet today? Dave, did you do any jumping yet?
He did. Preliminary jump.
I did. I didn't warm up. I threw up a 30-inch vertical just so I could see how I did. I beat Billy. I jumped off of 1 foot.
Heck, even John Coyle beat me.
Listen, Billy,
John,
don't be jumping.
For the book?
Billy, don't be jumping. I don't want you getting hurt. What's up, Coyle?
Dave, are you not seeing a lot of bets in action on the number that these players are going to be picked in the draft? Isn't that like a big thing now with betting?
Dirty little secret, the draft betting, although it sounds like it's huge volume, is not huge volume. And in Vegas, I mean, we resisted putting it up for a long time. And then when we finally put it up, realized it was a loss leader. It was usually a loser because the difference between betting on the draft or taking bets on the draft and taking bets on a game is that a game, anything can happen. You know, there can be in football fumbles and turnovers and interceptions and, you know, just a bad day in any sport. And the draft, the information battle, somebody knows. I always say nobody knows Squadouche, but somebody knows. And then they bet it. And then they bet it again. And then they bet it again. And it's usually a no-win situation for the book. So draft betting has expanded, but I've been so locked in on these playoffs and, you know, both basketball and hockey. The hockey playoffs have been just absolute magic every single year. It's the best.
Up and down, banging hockey.
Yeah.
Great opportunities, great scoring chances, great defense, some great goaltending. It's captivating me.
It is. And, you know, your guy Talkett is coach in Vancouver. They've been pretty good. Late night for you guys back east, but they won again last night. They took a 2-1 series lead. They look like the team that's going to advance despite winning a game, only getting 12 shots on goal. Billy, you want to talk about a Herculean performance, how they won a game. I mean, that was the least number of shots to win a game in their franchise history, let alone in playoff history. So the hockey's been good. What about the Phillies? I thought you were coming out to San Diego. I thought we were going to hang out, go to a game in San Diego.
Because we're here at the BayFest in Summers Point. This is a big event. We got people getting their vertical leap tested against Dave Klemic. I
made Klemic like a minus 350 favorite to beat anybody that wants. I mean, seriously, I'll take them all on. Like I seen Klemic in person a couple weeks ago. The guy looks like he's 25. He's in tremendous shape, and he can still jump. I mean, we should be sitting on the book and say, listen, if you beat Clement M, this is you can name your price.
Hey, by the way, you got to come out May 11th. Ready for this? Professional boxing is back and returns to the Tropicana showroom for the first time in 7 years, as Larry Goldberg and the Boxing Insider Promotions present a stacked fight card that you do not want to miss. On Saturday, May 11th, the undefeated middleweight Justin Figueroa from Atlantic City and former New Jersey Golden Gloves champ John Leonardo and the top New Jersey and New York fighters in action at the Tropicana Atlantic City showroom. Go to Ticketmasters.com to get your tickets and make sure you don't miss this special Boxing Insider Promotions event Saturday, May 11th at the Tropicana. You ought to come out for that, Book.
Billy, I should come out for that, but I can't even get you to come to breakfast with me when I'm in town. You were in my town, and you even blew me off for that. So.
That's not true.
There it is.
See, John, don't listen to that.
It happens, John. It happened.
It happened. Right at me, acting like you didn't know me.
That's completely false. I waved at you. I said, hey, there's Billy Schweim from the locker room. He still won't put me in the opening to the show ever. I don't know what I have to do. Billy, I'm waving at you. Super Bowl, all these people. He put his newspaper up like this, like pretending like it is. It was unreal.
I gotta tell you something. I'm on the boardwalk the other day, and somebody just yells out, "Yo, Clement!" like that. I'm like, oh, here we go. My wife is like, oh my gosh, it's happening.
You coined this book.
It happens every time I go out, boys. I just went out to the book to see a guy about a thing Thursday night. I had to go see a guy. We had to have a discussion a little bit. We're trying to work on some different things. And a guy comes up to me and says, Dave, I love what you do. I see you're posting on Twitter all the time, Sports BK Consig. And then another guy told me this past week, early in the week, that he hears this show every week. And I started laughing. He goes, do you actually like Billy? Because it's sometimes like you're mad at him. I said, no, Billy and I are good. He said, yeah, that was pretty funny. I mean, it's just random. You don't know who's listening. You don't know who's watching, but it's fun. And you hear certain things like
we
have Phillies or dogs today, Billy.
Every Saturday.
You need something for this today. Little late night action for you, Billy. The Phillies with Suarez are dogs against San Diego and Cease. I know it's a plus money, Billy, which you're kind of allergic to because you always bet the favorite.
Dave, what's the over under on the runs in the game?
Total on the game right now, 7.5, but a couple books have already moved it to 7. Josh, you like the under, don't you?
I like the under in that situation.
Listen to Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Josh, they should listen to you more. I tell Billy all the time. Listen to what Josh says.
Dave, so for those who don't know, I've been on Dave's Cash Considerations podcast.
You have, I haven't.
And well, because I'm smarter than you. And so what happened is that from the podcast, him and Newbie both call me Mr. Over Under. Because literally the majority of the picks I get right are just over under.
At least they call you something. He doesn't even call me.
Billy, you never answer when I call. I'm convinced I'm on the do not disturb list on your phone. Unless the kid shows you how to work it, I'm sure you don't even know how to work that. Where's Nikki Earnshaw? Is Nikki there?
Back at the studio.
Oh, you're making
I'm here, Brooke. Don't worry, I'm back at the studio.
That's Nikki Schwaber.
All right. Well, somebody got to do it. You guys look great.
When are you going to be appearing on MLB?
I don't know yet. MLB Network is we're working on some stuff, trying to fit it in either the hot stove or something like that. But that Better's Eye show is no longer in production. So we're not doing Better's Eye. So we got to figure out some other things. Word on the street is I might actually be up in Oakland on Wednesday. There's a business person special. The Pirates' last trip ever to Oakland is this week. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, night game, day game. I hustled the wife. I told her, listen, I got to go show my face and see the Pirates in Oakland one more time.
All right, Dave, as always, we really appreciate you, man. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, your sports weekend, and we'll talk to you next Saturday.
Thanks, boys. Bundle up, and anyone that beats Clement M, send them to me.
There he is, Dave, the Sportsbook Consigliere, live from Las Vegas on the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store. Hey, I want to tell you about Captain Chucky's. Try their famous crab cakes, steamed shrimp, selection of soups and appetizers, Marciano stuffed breads, pierogies from the Pierogi Kitchen, stocks, pound cake, and more. Just take, bake, and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB. That's 609-905-CRAB. Or visit CaptainChucky'sInSeattle.com. Go down there and say hello to owners John and Kathy McCann, 4111 Landis Avenue in Seattle City. That's Captain Chucky's in Seattle. It's crab with an attitude. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, Dave Klemic, and John Coyle as we broadcast live from the BayFest in Summers Point right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. On Monday's show, we'll take a look back at the Eagles draft and Sixers-Knicks game number 4. Phillies weekend out west. All that and more. Monday on the Sports Bash.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Tonight on ESPN Radio. Bounce pass to Jokic to the right elbow. Turns off the dribble. Shoots and scores. Up 3-0. Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets look for the round 1 sweep of LeBron and the LA Lakers. Will they survive? Over LeBron James halfway down the paint.
It's too easy. This is danger time for the Lakers.
Game 4, the Nuggets and Lakers. Coverage begins tonight at 8 Eastern. With tip-off at 8:30 Eastern.
Listen to the NBA playoff basketball on 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia Star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi, this is Brian Propp, Flyer Hall of Famer. My wife, Eileen, and I opened a new health business in Marlton, New Jersey called Prime IV Hydration and Wellness.
Prime IV offers a range of IV hydration therapies designed to enhance your well-being, appearance, and performance. Look better, feel better, and perform
So
better.
after this
Did you know that when you take oral vitamins, you only get 20 to 30% of the nutrients? IV therapy provides 100% absorption immediately into your bloodstream. Call us today at 856-545-1122 to get a free consult from our registered nurses. Again, 856-545-1122 to book your appointment or follow us on Facebook.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number 1.
With GMF financing to qualified buyers excludes Corvette, excludes prior sales.
It's back! Bennett Chevrolet selling new Chevys at $500 below GM supplier employee pricing. You heard right. At Bennett Chevrolet, we're not only selling new Chevys at GM employee supplier pricing. No! Bennett selling new Chevys at $500 below GM supplier employee prices. Plus, you keep all the rebates. Yes, you keep all rebates and get a new vehicle at $500 below GM supplier employee pricing. And Bennett's got available 1.9% financing, saving you even more. Looking for used? For a limited
30
time,
guys.
You'll get a minimum $10,000 for any old rusted, busted junker you can get here. That's at least 10 grand towards any pre-owned in stock. Imagine how much you'll get for a good trade. And you'll absolutely love our non-commissioned sales team because because they're paid on your satisfaction, not how much you spend. It's Ben and Chevy's best offer ever. New Chevys at $500 below the GM supplier employee price, plus you keep all the rebates. Together, let's drive at Ben and Chevrolet, Egg Harbor Township, and benandchevy.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live right here in the BayFest in Summers Point, New Jersey. Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, Dave Klemic from the Klemic Performance Method. He's got a nice tent set up down here. He's got to test your vertical leap. We'll tell you all about that in a few seconds. Of course, John Coyle from All Campus. He's got his hat on display here. Great selection of pro and college gear. And maybe get a nice Phillies hat going on there right now, John. I like that.
I love this Phillies hat. It's the new fabric that they're doing, the dry fit fabric with the old sky blue. I love it.
Dave, John Brenner keeps texting me, man. He thinks he's going to beat your vertical jump. Come on down here and get your vertical jump tested.
Brenner, he's talking some trash. Come on down there and check it.
He's talking trash.
The bet was $100 against my coach who could jump 43 inches on the vertical leap. So it's going to be a hard win there. You may have a better shot with me because I'm 45 years old now, but I still I'll give you 33 if I had to.
All right, let's talk a little Phillies baseball, fellas, because the Phillies are out in San Diego. They get a nice win last night. Of course, Aaron Nola, 4-1, and lowered his ERA. Oh, didn't lower it. Actually kind of went up a little bit to 3.20, but it's still a good performance last night, John Coyle.
Yeah, to me, he's my ace. I know that's a big word.
106 pitches last night.
Yeah, it's a big word that the Philadelphia fan base doesn't like to use with Aaron Nola, but he's an ace.
Right.
The guy goes out there consistently every 5 days,
every year.
gives you 200 innings. He's in the top 5 in strikeouts. He is an ace in this league.
Josh, I know, people question whether we should bring Nola back, but they went after him right away, which shows the commitment the Phillies have to him. Dave Dombrowski understands how valuable Aaron Nola is.
Well, Nick Earnshaw sent me this stat earlier. Aaron Nola this year has more 8-inning starts than any other team.
See, John?
Yeah.
Not player, team in baseball.
That's amazing.
The guy is an innings eater, and I don't think that we appreciate enough in today's world that you need inning eaters because of how overused these bullpens are.
Right. Yeah, to save a bullpen arm nowadays who only throws 60 to 80 innings, if they have to go 90, 100, that's a long wear and tear that they ain't going to be ready for the playoffs. We need to save them for the playoffs.
So let me ask you this question then. Good point. 106 pitches last night in April.
Right.
He's thrown a lot. Are you worried about the amount of pitches?
Not with Nola.
No. I'm just asking. Don't get all mad at me, Josh.
I'm not getting mad at you, but I'm just saying no because of the fact that at some point you're a grown man. You're a pitcher. You're playing Major League Baseball. It's your job to go out there and throw pitches. I can't be sitting here holding your hand and babying you all the time. At some point, we have to start treating professional athletes like they're adults and stop treating them.
The world we live in right now?
I don't give a darn.
Right, Dave? I mean, the athlete is a lot different from when you played, and it's a lot different from when I played.
Think of the athlete not like a person anymore. Think of him just like a tool, right? And you want them to perform a certain way.
You're saying you're a tool, Dave?
Yeah. I kind of teed that up for Billy. But you're like a tool, and you're like they have no person. Like there's nothing soft or like people like about them. Nothing human. They're just a tool out there to do what I need you to do.
They don't realize they're humans. Yeah. They got feelings. They have a family. Could have family problems.
But see, there's a huge difference between being understanding of someone as a human being and treating them like an adult. They're not opposites of each other.
Well, look, I kind of agree with Josh. This is the kinder, gentler athlete. I like the old throwback school. Like, coaches can't say to players some of the things they used to say and do just 15 years ago.
All right, well, let me give you a couple examples.
Probably put an electric chair.
Yeah, like they used to be able to take a whistle and wail you on the helmet with it, and your ears would ring for a week. Right, and you know that whistle.
They call you every name if you went the wrong way to play, or if you forgot to play. Right? Could you imagine how you're trying to make an NFL roster and they call a play? You don't know where you're going. Well, how's that look?
No, yeah. There's nothing.
That doesn't look good.
I remember they would take water breaks away from us. Right. And I used to soak my shirt with water in the beginning of the practice and then suck the water out.
Really?
Yeah. That was the smartest thing I ever did.
John Coyle, Schwaber. I heard you mumbling over there. Are you and Nick Earnshaw's? You like him as a leadoff hitter?
No, I don't like him as a leadoff hitter, right? He's not your prototypical leadoff hitter. He doesn't have the speed. He doesn't have the batting average. He does walk a lot. His on-base percentage is not horrible. But here's the only thing that matters with with Schwarber leading off. We win.
Exactly.
When we don't have him leading off and he's batting 5th or 6th or 4th, whatever, we lose. I want to win. I don't care how we win.
Okay. So you don't care if you win ugly, just win.
Just win, baby.
Listen, Dominic Toretto said it best. It doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning.
Yeah. All right, let's get Nick Earnshaw in there. He's back at the studio. And Nick, you and I, Nick, we go back and forth. And I do tease you a lot because, you call me, you text me when Schwarber does well, but when he doesn't do well, I don't hear from him.
Listen, you guys said it best. They win. They win when he's leading off. That's all that matters. And I also got to say, I mean, he does have the highest OPS for a leadoff hitter in Phillies history. So that's another stat that he has.
I can't argue with Nick. He knows what he's talking about. Unfortunately, I got to agree with him today. Let's talk about real quick about Nick Castellanos. When are we going to start worrying about Nick? He's batting 178, albeit in his last 8 games, I think he's batting 244, 222 or something. But Josh, what are we going to do about Nick Castellanos?
I don't know what we're going to do because apparently the Phillies are obsessed with him, or he has blackmail on them. I mean, we've sat Bohm twice this year, and Castellanos hasn't sat a single game. If anyone should be sitting a game or two, it's Castellanos. So either he's got blackmail on them, or the organization has they have a personal vendetta. They keep giving him
John,
a bat.
Maybe, John, that Rob Thompson knows what he's doing. He knows that he can't take him out because he's in that slump.
Well, yeah, I mean, to get out of a slump, you got to play through it, obviously. Right. But here's the other problem is we don't really have another true right fielder. Who's going to play right field if we take him out? You put in Pache there? Who are you putting out there? Marsh? They don't play that position.
But, John, let me just play devil's advocate. Does it matter?
Of course it matters. I mean,
because at some point his bat's not doing enough.
Yeah, I hear you.
He was lucky to hit that home run last night. That barely got over the fence.
You're also not going to sit a guy making that kind of money, right? And we all have a little bit of, he's not performing now, but it's baseball. There's a ton of games. Everybody goes through a slump.
Right.
Nick Castellanos is a professional hitter. I am not worried about him. I think he will come out of it. Will he bat 250? Probably not. But if he's around 230 and 85 ribbies with 17 home runs, I'm okay.
I say the Phillies offer to trade him, and they offer to pay his salary. That's what I would do with the Phillies.
All right, Josh, professional boxing is back and returns to the Tropicana showroom for the first time in 7 years as Larry Goldberg and the Boxing Insider Promotions presents a stacked fight card you do not want to miss. On Saturday, May 11th, see your undefeated junior middleweight Justin Figueroa from Atlantic City and former Golden Gloves champ John Leonardo and the top New Jersey and New York fighters in action at the Tropicana Atlantic City showroom. Go to Ticketmaster.com right now to get your tickets to make sure you do not miss this special Boxing Insider Promotions event, Saturday, May 11th, inside the Tropicana. Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store. I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. It opened last summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandma made. Try their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's, open Wednesday through Sunday, 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. Every Thursday night is Brigantine night. Live music from 6 to 9 p.m. One free signature pizza per table. Drink specials include $2 Miller Lite, $3 Peroni, and $4 house wines. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, Dave Klemic, and John Coyle right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again, again and again. Call and again, again and again.
How would you like to win a free trip to Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida? Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win 5 days and 4 nights in the beautiful Grand Floridian Resort. This prize includes round-trip airfare and park hopper passes. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win. This prize is brought to us by Bernhardt Asset Management. In 2024, Bernhardt Asset Management is taking new clients. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win a free trip to Disney.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Progressive presents 10 things on a contractor's to-do list that are harder than getting a commercial auto insurance quote. Bidding a new client, giving an accurate estimate, finding affordable materials, getting a client to pay you for work you already did, getting a client to pay you, period, securing permits and workers and tools, getting those workers and tools to work together, and finding the perfect pair of overalls. Pockets, baby. But the easiest thing on a small business owner's to-do list? Seeing if you can save on commercial auto insurance. Get a quote in as little as 7 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage subject to policy terms and conditions.
Business. It's all the things that keep this world turning. And behind every one of these companies is a partner helping to keep it all moving. It's why the local flower shop and your favorite pizza joint, the startup and the stadium, hospitals and hotels, banks and restaurants nationwide all choose the advanced network, cybersecurity solutions, and round-the-clock trusted partnership from Comcast Business, the company that powers more businesses than anyone else. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Choose to partner with Comcast
30
Business
guys.
to get the fast, reliable internet you need to power your business. Sign up for a gig speed bundle today and get an $800 prepaid card. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go online to comcastbusiness.com to switch today. Ends 5/6/24. Restrictions apply. New customers only with Gigabit Extra Internet, Security Edge, One Voice Line, and Connection Pro or Wi-Fi Pro with 2-year agreement. Call for details.
You're listening to Locker Room with Billy on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the BayFest, Summers Point, New Jersey. Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, Dave Klemic of Klemic Performance Method, and John Coyle from All Campus. They got set up here. You can get your vertical leap tested, and you got to tell us all about it.
So you come in, get your vertical leap electronically tested over here. It'll tell you the height of your jump. We'll be able to email you your national averages and stuff like that. It's a very cool test, and it's more accurate than any other test you'll ever find because it's the ones you can short arm the ones at the combine a little bit.
Right.
So they had, like, even when I was there, they'd pull your arms up and they'd have 2 doctors pulling you. You could kind of cheat it. This thing you can't cheat.
We got a celebrity in Dave Klemic. So let's go to another celebrity. Let's go to the Tom's River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room a good friend of ours, John Brenner. Good morning, John. Hey, John, talk about what you do. Oh, my God, you see some great football. You are a security guard over at the Lincoln Financial Field. How long have you been doing that for?
He took us to the Super Bowl this year.
John,
I'm in the end zone. My slot's in the end zone. Super Bowl was a great experience this year. And I got the greatest seats in the house. I got Mike Trout telling me to get out of his way. After I bring him some meatball sandwiches.
All right, John, you gonna come down here? You gonna try to beat Dave Klemic in his in the
Listen, I've been stretching out with a resistance band, getting these old legs ready. Yeah,
I was telling him,
John, 62 years old. I'm in the Clydesdale division. I'm over 240, so I got a handicap.
John, I was just telling him how you got some confetti off the field.
Yeah, I have the confetti in the grass, so I'm going to bring it down for you, Dave.
Oh, I love it.
Them Chiefs, man. Unbelievable. They're good.
I'm wearing the jacket right now. I'm actually wearing two Chiefs.
So what's this, orange and yellow, red and yellow? Red and yellow confetti?
Yeah, I'll be down there. I got my vet with the Super Bowl 52 tags on the back. I got all my green gear on. And rumor has it Klemic might be a 5th-round pick this year.
The redraft.
The redraft.
I was telling people that the Chiefs are playing so well right now because they made mistakes like on people like me to build the foundation of really good decisions of where they're at now.
Hey, John, what do you think about the Eagles
where
draft?
You going to be where you located that day down there?
I'm sorry, what?
Where you going to be set up?
We're at Gibbs, right at the bottom of Gibbs and Bay, so like right across from the theater.
Yeah, I know where it is. I'm going to stop by.
All right, John, we really appreciate to get you on and teach you a little bit, but we appreciate you going down and jumping into the challenge game, Dave.
This old guy still got a little bit left in his tank.
All right, there he is, John Brenner on the Tom's River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. Here, you got a challenge, Dave.
Well, that's one. People are intimidated because, I'm 45 years old. They're intimidated. I was a state champ in the high jump and this and that, but, so I'm pretty confident in my jumps, but I got a coach here that could beat me. That's my insurance policy if anybody wins my $100.
All right, we're local here at the BayFest. A lot of people are walking up and down. It's getting really packed down here. Of course, professional boxing is back and returns to the Tropicana showroom for the first time in 7 years, as Larry Goldberg and the Boxing Insider Promotions presents a stacked fight card you do not want to miss. On Saturday, May 11th, undefeated junior middleweight Justin Figueroa from Atlantic City and former New Jersey Golden Gloves champ John Leonardo and the top New Jersey and New York fighters in action at the Tropicana Atlantic City showroom. Go to Ticketmaster.com to get your tickets now to make sure you don't miss this special boxing promotion event. May 11th inside the Tropicana. Well, let's get back to the Phillies, John Coyle. I guess we have Ranger Suarez, and we heard the book say that the Phillies are a dog today.
Phillies are a plus bet today, yeah. So they must be a dog again with Ranger, who arguably could be a favorite. I know it's very early, but favorite for the Cy Young. He has been pitching amazing this year.
What is it about Ranger Suarez? He's had last year an injury problem. Remember they had the world. They started off slow with the World Baseball thing. They didn't have any of those distractions this year, and he's throwing really well.
I think there's a couple of things with Ranger, at least in my opinion. One, the point you brought up on the World Baseball Classic. He's not distracted by other stuff going on. I think that's a big part of the conversation. I think the other thing is that he's healthy.
He's healthy.
I think that's for any athlete. You come into a season, no matter what sport it is, and you're feeling good. You feel good, you play good, right? So I think that one of the biggest problems for pitchers, especially in today's world, is that if you don't train properly, Klemic performance method, if you don't train properly to do your job as an athlete, you're probably not going to perform. And you could argue that, Ranger was one of the guys who came in probably the best shape of the guys coming into camp.
Yeah, I think he's learned a little bit more. He's been in the league a little bit more how to really pitch. The guy has a nasty changeup, right? To learn how to throw it, when to throw it.
He's not overpowering.
No, he's not
91 to 94.
Right? Yeah, he's really mastered location, pitch selection, and when to throw that changeup.
Dave, now when you Klemic performance method, I know you deal with hockey players. You baseball players.
We have a lot of baseball players because what's really important in the baseball player, the 60, right? The 60 can make or break you, and it really could make you. There's a lot of baseball players aren't typically very fast, but if you run a good time, you're going to get professional looks by running a good time, like Mike Trout.
Yeah,
Mike Trout. I mean, that kid's an unbelievable baseball player, but he ran a phenomenal 60. It made him. It made him.
So there is an elephant in the room. People have been talking about Mike Trout. Bring him back. Get him to Philadelphia. People want to send them love letters and all this stuff. I don't personally see him coming back, but why doesn't he want to play for Philly?
I'm not going to say he doesn't want to play for Philly.
Well,
I'm sure he obviously
would be a
would
lot
want
more
to
noise
play.
and chatter out there, John. There's not that much noise.
Well, just in a baseball standpoint, it's going to take a lot to get in here. The contract alone, you got to get over that hurdle. Then what pieces are we giving up to really get a guy here who, honestly, the last 5 years, what's his average? 80 games a season? Just not giving up that much.
But you know what I'm saying, Joshy? You haven't heard anything from the Trout camp, like rumbling that you want to be here.
Why would you? Yeah.
Well, but you wouldn't.
Well, why not? I mean, it's not going to win. It's not going to win in L.A.
Bill, time out. It's answers like that show that there's a lot. That show how little people actually know about the guy.
Right.
Okay. And it is nothing against you, Billy Schweim, but there's a lot of people who they don't understand who Mike Trout is. Yeah. Mike Trout is a very simple guy. He's not about the attention. He's a very loyal guy. Almost every team in baseball passed on him in the MLB draft before the Angels took him. There's a part of him that looks at the Angels and says, "You guys picked me when no one else would. I'm the only star you got." And he's trying to stick it out for as long as possible.
So it's the loyalty factor again.
The loyalty factor, and there's a reason why he should be, because of his talent, the face of MLB. But he hasn't been, because that's just the kind of personality and the player that he is.
Would you guys consider the Angels a smaller market?
No, LA never.
No, they spend a lot of money. Dodgers get all the press out there.
Yeah, but they spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
No,
what do they get the show for it?
Nothing.
A lot of injuries.
Because the Angels organization is run by imbeciles.
A lot.
I'm like, God, I want to play for my hometown team. I want to win.
But see, that's the problem. Though. You're projecting how you look at the world.
My personal feelings.
That's the problem with the world we live in.
It's not a problem.
Yes, it is. We live in a world where people don't see the other side of the coin.
Why is that a problem?
Because you can't understand people if you don't understand where they're coming from. You are not Mike Trout. Mike Trout doesn't think like you. Trout doesn't care about what his hometown team is. He cares about.
He's always at the Eagles game.
He's at every Eagles game.
He's at all the Eagles games.
That's not baseball.
But Mike Trout also, he's not going to demand a trade. He's not that guy.
Exactly.
He's not that guy.
If you want to say that, I agree to that.
Right.
He's not
Well, that's what you're asking him to do.
But I'm saying
you're asking him to be someone he's not.
I'm just saying, with AJ Brown, where there's certain athletes that they'd be where they want to go. Mike Trout isn't that guy, and but you was.
I mean, Earnshaw can look up fast. I want to say at least
12 years. 12 years.
All the Eagles games, big game in baseball, you do something. In 2 or 3 years, he's really on the last leg. He's going to say, "Hey, I want to change that." Right, like most athletes. It's not time.
I think he's doing great PR because even if he's in LA, he's a goes to all the Eagles games. Everybody in Philly still loves him. They're like, you get the opportunity to come back. They don't want me. But now he's definitely moving home. I know where he's house. He's got a whole baseball facility on his house in Millville. And I think he'll come back home though at some point, maybe later in his career.
Right. It's just not the right time for him to come to Philly or anywhere else.
Just to me, it seems a little. I don't know Mike Trout, but to me, it seems a little peculiar since he's such a Philly guy. Goes to the games. You think he'd want to be here, or at least. Obviously, there's a lot of people in our area that are trying to encourage him.
Sure, but
we get crickets.
Well, it's also pretty hard, Bill, with a team like LA. $500 million briefcase around the table. You're going to take that and not turn it down.
Hey, one last time, I want to remind people before we wrap the show up, professional boxing is back and returns to the Tropicana showroom for the first time in 7 years in Atlantic City as Larry Goldberg and Boxing Insider Promotions present a stacked fight card you do not want to miss. On Saturday, May 11th, the undefeated middleweight Justin Figueroa from Atlantic City and former New Jersey Gold Glove champ John Leonardo and the top New Jersey and New York fighters in action at the Tropicana Atlantic City showroom. Go to Ticketmasters.com to get your tickets now. Make sure you don't miss this event on May 11th. What want to remind people for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Stores has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Philly Best in Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, prepare for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point. Hey, just about everybody in our area heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of the private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they hold private events in upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events that seems to fit for your business, send an email to Ken at jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, Dave Klemic, John Coyle is broadcast live from the BayFest in Summers Point right here on 97.3.
It's Sixers Knicks Game 4 tomorrow afternoon on 97.3 ESPN with the voice of the Sixers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
Over to Latif for three. It's up and good. Are you kidding me? Another three. Tom Thibodeau with looking on what is going on. The Sixers are pouring in three.
It's Sixers playoff basketball. South Jersey's official home for the 76ers. 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 1 p.m.
Finding an electrician that is dependable and experienced is important. Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Service is just that. Serviced in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Randazzo's Pizza. Randazzo's Pizza. Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza. Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. You know, take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City, open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
For a free home inspection, call 609-525-0111. Ask for Rob McNair or Stephen Weinstein. Financing available. They'll check your crawl space, basement, attic, and your living space with a free estimate. Don't let mold ruin your home and do damage to wood or cause illness to your family. Call Realty Remediation, 609-525-0111 today.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself.
30 seconds, guys.
CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
With Spring Black Friday deals at the Home Depot, you can give your lawn or garden beds a pop of color and protection. Right now, get a special buy on Scott's Earth Grow Mulch, 5 bags for just $10. Help your soil retain moisture longer with color that lasts up to 12 months. Shop Spring Black Friday deals for a special buy on Scott's Earth Grow Mulch, 5 bags for just $10 at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Color selection varies by store. Limit 60 bags per customer while supplies last.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the BayFest here at Summers Point. We got a few minutes left in the show. We'll wrap things up. Of course, next week, Josh and I will be at the Down and Derby Wine Festival in River Park in Kansas County. Kentucky Derby next Saturday. We'll have a lot of fun with that. Dave Klemic, the Klemic performance method this year. You're testing the vertical jump the rest of the day.
Yeah, we'll be here all day long. Try to beat us. $100 if you can beat us.
That'll be great.
The vertical leap. I saw Nick. Thanks for that M thing. I got that. Very funny.
John Coyle and all campuses here with a great selection of all kind of hats, pro, college.
Yeah, depending on how good you jump, that'll determine the college you go to. Grab a hat for it.
I'm not gonna tease John because he only jumped 13. I jumped 9, but that was on one leg.
Well, me and John are gonna collaborate this summer out at the boardwalk, and we're gonna do the same thing down the street. You can see it here. You'll see us on the boardwalk at
every Tuesday between 12 and 4. Stop on by all campus on the boardwalk.
All right, so with a few minutes left, any last minute things you want to throw in there, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, we got the draft coming up after the show on 97.3 ESPN, and a lot of teams, they build. It's day 3 of the draft. It's where a lot of the integral parts are built. So I want to ask you guys, what do you want to see the Eagles draft?
I think we need a linebacker.
I think a linebacker is going to be one, but I want to see depth at offensive line.
I agree with that. That would be my second choice. Dave, how much anxiety is it for people, athletes in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th round, just waiting by the phone, just waiting by that phone?
Yeah, I waited 7 rounds, and it was depressing. But at the same time, it's the most exciting day for you. Just know there's people creating generational wealth on this day for the rest of their lives and their families. Some of these guys are coming from pretty impoverished areas and stuff like that, and their families forever. The trajectory of their lives and all of their kids and grandkids and everything will be changed forever. So,
and congratulations to them.
Congratulations to every single one of them. Yep.
Their lives are about to change.
Change totally. Yeah, mine did. It's still paying me back to this day, even if it wasn't financial. What the NFL has provided for me and my family and everyone around me has been phenomenal.
Well, come on down, get your vertical leap tested. You can jump against Josh, Dave's assistant, and you get $100 if you beat him.
$100 if you beat him.
That's a pretty good reward, man.
That's a big number.
I should charge it. I should say 1,000 because I know you're not going to beat him. You could beat me, but you can't.
So
beat
we got draft on ESPN. We got the Phillies later on tonight. They're on the West Coast against San Diego Rangers. Suarez on the hill.
By the way, here's the name to look out for. If the Eagles draft an offensive lineman, Sital Lomea from Utah.
Okay.
Interior lineman. He's a beast.
All right.
I like to see them draft him.
Wow, how fast did that show go, John Coyle?
That was a fast 2 hours.
Don't forget, we'll be at the Bones Hall in Medford, or Deptford Mall on Monday from 6 to 8. Come down and see us. Tomorrow, we'll be back in the studio. Josh, you'll be with me again.
Yeah, you're stuck with me 2 straight days, though.
All right. Josh Hennig will be in the locker room. Sunday edition, we'll have the intern Andrew Leeds. Of course, we go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green. Brought to you by Blitz's Market. I want to thank John Coyle. Thank you so much. Of course, Dave Klemic and Klemic Performance Method. Josh Hennig here on site. Get everything working. Nick Earnshaw back in the studio. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with a Schweiner. Come on down to the BayFest. Get your vertical leap tested, and come on down and say hello to everybody here. And it's a great day here at Summers Point.